real numbers exercise 1.4 related information. So first I am taking a number n or let a number a. Let us consider a number a. So p is a prime number. If p divides a, then p divides a square. So this is the property. If p is dividing a, then p divides a square. P divides a square, automatically p divide a, vice versa. So p divides a, then p divides a square. Okay, p divides a square, then p divides a. So this is the property. Let us consider a is any number. So if p divides a square, then p is also dividing a. So this is the theorem. Based on this theorem, we will do some problems. So first, prove that root 5 is an irrational number. So root 5 is an irrational number. So actually we know root 5 is irrational. We need to prove it. Okay. So I want to take in a contradictory method. So assume proof, if possible, assume that root 5 is rational number. If possible, assume that root 5 is rational number. So I am taking root 5 is rational number. So whatever I am taking, so I need to prove it is a contradictory. Okay. So I am taking actually root 5 is irrational number. To prove irrational number, I am considering contrary, opposite. Root 5 is rational number. So every rational number can be represented in the form of p by q. So let root 5 equal to p by q. P comma q are integers. P comma q are integers. So I am taking p comma q are integers. So p by q. Every rational number. So we assumed that root 5 is a rational number. So that's why I am taking root 5 equal to p by q. So this p by q I want to convert in the standard form. So convert p by q into standard form. What is standard form? So there everything will be getting cancelled, whatever the common things. So there nothing common. So root 5 equal to a by b. After cancelling the common things, p by q is transformed to a by b. For example, 4 by 6. P by q is 4 by 6. So it is not in the standard form. I want to divide, cancel with 2. 2 into 2, 2 into 3, 2 by 3. So this 4 by 6 is equal to 2 by 3. But it is standard form, it is not in the standard form. P by q is transformed to a by b. Now, so after standard form, HCF of a comma b equal to 1. Standard form means there won't be any common factor. So that's why HCF is equal to 1. So I am taking cross multiplication. A equal to root 5 into b. A equal to root 5 into b. Squaring on both sides. If we are doing squaring, a square equal to root 5 square 5 b square. So a square equal to 5b square. So a square is the product of 5 and b square. So therefore a square is multiple of 5. A square is multiple of 5. 5 into something we got. A square is multiple of 5. So So a square is multiple of 5 according to the previous statement. If any prime number, if we are taking any prime number dividing a square, then that prime number is also dividing that a. Okay, so 5 is multiple of a square is multiple of 5 is nothing but so a square is divisible by 5. A square divisible by 5, automatically a is also divisible by 5. A square divisible by 5, automatically a is also divisible by 5. If a is divisible by 5, a can be written as 5 into something, 5k I am taking. Let a equal to 5k. A is divisible by 5, so a is multiple of 5. A can be written like this. So a square equal to, squaring on both sides, 5 square 25k square. So a square equal 25k square. Already what is a square? 5b square equal to 25k square. Cancel 5, b square equal to 25 by 5, 5k square. So if we observe b square equal to 5 into k square, b square is multiple of 5. B square is multiple of 5. So b square is divisible by 5. B square multiple by 5 is nothing but b square divisible by 5. So if b square, previous statement, a square divisible by prime number. So any prime number divides a square, then a also divide that prime number. Okay. Next, b square divisible by 5. B square divisible by 5 is nothing but b is also divisible by 5. So b also divisible by 5. First we got a divisible by 5, b divisible by 5. So therefore both a comma b are divisible by 5. Both a and b are divisible by 5. So if a and b both divisible by 5, so 5 is the common factor of a and b. Therefore 5 is common factor of a comma b. So what is the HCF of a comma b? 1. So HCF means the highest of common factors. So it means there won't be any common factor other than 1. But here we got 5 is common factor. So actually this is the contradictory to the fact HCF of a comma b equal to 1. So but given HCF of a comma b equal to 1. So among the common factors 1 is the bigger. But we got 5. So which one is bigger, 5 or 1? 5 is bigger. But HCF of a comma b is equal to 1. So these two statements are contradictory to each other. So it is contradiction. It is contradiction. So why it is contradiction? Whatever we thought it is wrong. First whatever we assumed it is wrong. So therefore our assumption is wrong. What is our assumption? We took root 5 is rational number. So therefore root 5 is not a rational number. If it is not a rational number, therefore root 5 is an irrational number. So this is the proof. One more time. First root 5 we need to prove irrational number. For that I am taking root 5. If possible, root 5 is a rational number. Every rational number can be expressed as p by q form. I want to simplify and cancel and converting into standard form p by q. We got root 5 equal to a by b. If it is standard form, so HCF of a comma numerator and denominator is 1. Standard form. So HCF of a comma b equal to 1. So cross multiply a equal to root 5 into b. Squaring on both sides, a square equal to 5b square. So a square equal to 5 into b square. It is nothing but a square divisible by 5 and a square divisible by b square. So I am taking a square divisible by 5 or a square multiple of 5. If a square divisible by 5, if a square divisible by some prime number, then a is also divisible by that prime number. So a is divisible by 5. So every number a is divisible by 5. So we can write a is multiple of 5, 5 into some multiple k. So 5k. So a square equal to 25k square, squaring on both sides. A square equal to 5b square. Cancel with 5. B square equal to 5k square. Next, b square is multiple of 5. So b square we write it as 5 into k square. B square is also multiple of 5. If b square is multiple 5, b square is divisible by 5. Same property. If b square is divisible by 5, b is also divisible by 5. So previously we got a square divisible, a divisible by 5. Now b divisible by 5. Both a and b are divisible by 5. So a and b are divisible by 5 is nothing but 5 is factor of a, 5 is factor of b, 5 is common factor of a and b. So 5 is common factor, but according to this one standard form, so HCF of a comma b is equal to 1. There won't be any common factor other than 1. But it is contradiction. These two statements are contradictory. So why this is contradiction? Whatever we assumed earlier, that is wrong. So our assumption is wrong. What is our assumption? Rational number. It is wrong. That's why it is irrational number. Similar problem. Prove that root 2 is an irrational number. Same proof. So first, if possible, solution. Same this one. If possible, assume that root 2 is, if possible, assume that root 2 is rational number. Every rational number can be represented as p by q form. P comma q are integers. P comma q are integers. Root 2 equal to p by q. So I want to convert into standard form. So convert p by q into standard form. If we are converting into standard form, so root 2 equal to a by b we got. So HCF of a comma b equal to 1. HCF of a comma b equal to 1. So a equal to root 2 into b, squaring on both sides. A square equal to 2b square, root 2 square equal to b square. So a square is multiple of 2 and b square. So simply a square is multiple of 2. So if a square is multiple of 2, a is also multiple of 2. So a is also multiple of 2. If a is also multiple of 2, a is divisible by 2. So if a is divisible by 2, I can write a equal to 2k. Let us consider a equal to 2k. Again squaring on both sides. A square equal to 2 square 4 k square. A square equal to 2b square 4k square. Cancel with 2. B square equal to 2k square. Same, similar to this one. Next, b square equal to 2k square. B square is multiple of 2. B square multiple of 2. B square is divisible by 2. B square divisible by 2. If b square divisible by 2, it is a prime number. So b square square root of b is also divisible by 2. B divisible by 2. So if b is divisible by 2, a is also divisible by 2. So both a comma b are divisible by 2. If both a comma b are divisible by 2, so 2 is the common factor of a comma b. 2 is common factor of a comma b. 2 is common factor of a comma b, but HCF of a comma b equal to 1. HCF of a comma b, it is given as 1. So actually common factor 1, highest common factor 1, there is another common factor 2. So if 2 is the common factor, HCF won't be 1. So it is contradiction. Therefore, it is contradiction. Why we are getting contradictory? So whatever we thought, it is wrong. Our assumption is wrong. Our assumption is wrong. What is our assumption? Root 2 is not a rational number. Root 2 is not a rational number. So root 2 is an irrational number. Root 2 is an irrational number. So this is our proof. One by root 2 is an irrational number. Prove that 1 by root 2 is an irrational number. Solution. Similar to the previous, let us consider this is also a rational number. Solution or proof. Let, if possible, assume that 1 by root 2 is rational number. If possible, assume that 1 by root 2 is rational number. So let, if it is rational number, it is in the form of P by Q. P comma Q are integers. P comma Q are integers. Okay, 1 by root 2. I want to take reciprocals. So root 2 equal to Q by P. Root 2 equal to Q by P. So P comma Q are integers. So P comma Q are integers. So Q by P is a rational number. Q by P is a rational number. This is a rational number. Q by P. But root 2 is an irrational number according to previous proof. Root 2 is an irrational number. So here it is irrational number, it is rational number. One irrational number, one rational number are not equal. So irrational number and a rational number are not equal. So it is contradiction. So why we got contradictory? So whatever we assumed, it is wrong. Our assumption is wrong. Our assumption is wrong. What is our assumption? 1 by root 2 is rational, is not a rational number. 1 by root 2 is not a rational number. So what is 1 by root 2? 1 by root 2 is not a rational number. So 1 by root 2 is a irrational number. So this is the required result. Next, prove that 3 root 2 is irrational number. Prove that 3 root 2 is a irrational number. Similar to this one. Solution. Same. If possible, assume that 3 root 2 is, if possible, assume that 3 root 2 is rational number. So we are considering 3 root 2 is a rational number. So then let 3 root 2 equal to P by Q. 3 root 2 equal to P by Q. P comma Q are integers. P comma Q are integers. If 3 root 2 equal to P by Q, I am bringing this 3 outside. Root 2 equal to P by 3Q. P by 3Q. Both numerator P, denominator 3 into Q. 3 integer, Q integer, 3Q is also integer. P comma 3Q are integers. Both P comma 3Q are integers. Therefore, P by 3Q is rational number. Integer by integer, rational number. p by 3q is rational number. What is left side? Root 2. But root 2 is irrational number. Root 2 is irrational number. This is rational number, this is irrational number. These two are equal is not possible. So irrational and rational numbers are not equal. Irrational and rational numbers are not equal. So it is contradiction. It is contradiction. Why we got contradiction? Whatever we took, it is wrong. Our assumption is wrong. Our assumption is wrong. What is our assumption? 3 root 2 is not a rational number. Therefore, 3 root 2 is an irrational number.